My name is, well, my name really doesn't matter. Because you know me by my reputation, my past, my label. You know me as a thief. And no, I'm not just any thief. I'm the thief that hung on a cross right here next to Jesus. Thinking back on it, his cross seems so much bigger then. He was innocent, and he was dying on a cross. His reputation was so much bigger than mine. I recognized him. I had seen him 1 week before. I was leaving the city. Passover is a good time for thieves. Lots of people coming and going. Lots of loose purses. And as we were leaving, there was Jesus riding on a donkey. They were laying palm branches down in front of him, shouting, "King, Savior, blessed is he that comes in the name of the Lord." And here he was 1 week later being crucified next to me. It wasn't long after that I had been arrested. I had been a thief, a liar, and so many other things. I had been a thief since I was a kid. My dad was a thief. What else did I know? What else could I do? And finally that day on my cross, my sins, my choices had caught up with me. And I looked over, I remember those shouts, "King, Savior." And I knew then, he is the King. He is the Savior. Maybe not the way we had thought he would be, but this Jesus was him. And there was another thief that day, mocking, yelling, cussing at Jesus. He said, "If you're the Christ, save yourself and save me." I remember being on my cross. I was dying. And I had to lift my body up just to be able to speak. And I said, "Don't you fear God? This man has done nothing wrong. We're the guilty ones." And then I looked over at Jesus, and he looked at me, barely a man. But in those eyes, there was everything. I said, "Jesus, when you get to your kingdom, will you remember me?" And when I looked at him, he knew me. He didn't see my reputation. He didn't see my history, my label. He knew me. And he smiled, a bloody, mangled smile. A smile that said he knew something that no one else knew. And he said, "Today, you will be with me in paradise." For some, this would be the day that I died. It was long after that Jesus himself died. But as I hung on my cross dying, I was finally alive. That in all my thievery, all the mistakes I've made, that Jesus didn't just come to make a bad man good. He came to make a dead man alive. At that moment, I was alive. On my encounter with the cross. And if there's one thing I could have done different, I wish I would have known it sooner. Before my choices caught up with me. Because all my sin was forgiven on my encounter with the cross.